the new Hustler Mindset update feature. There's a lot of confusion, and I'm going to clear it up. Number one, I had two email accounts hacked. Two of those email accounts were accounts I was transitioning from, but I did not transition from completely before they were hacked, and they contain Hustler Mindset Business. Why is this important? Because people in the Hustler Mindset were not getting information because the emails were hacked and diverted. Second thing, this is going to sound very 24ish or Scandal or the Westwood. I had a mole, had to get rid of a mole. Information was being pushed out and given away. Had that going on. So I put together another email distribution list. And now this is what's funny. I get people who email me that they didn't get anything, and then when I email them back and they go into their spam filters, they're, oh, I got the emails. That is highly inefficient. I understand you're frustrated. I understand that you don't want to know what's going on. The thing is, I was hacked. Let me say that 3 times. I was hacked. I've actually put out an ad to hire an assistant. I've actually had another guy help me with this stuff. But the whole deal is, it created a lot of communication problems, which is why it was done to begin with. So, I'm glad it happened. I know you're going, what? I'm glad it happened because this is the new Hustler Mindset update feature. Because they couldn't hack the payment account, which you're good there. They couldn't hack this video site, you're good here. The only thing they could get a hold of was the email accounts, and it was just like, So what's going to happen is, this is the feature, and I'm going to show you. On the updates, what you're going to do is you're going to come here, and you're going to subscribe to this update. So every time I do an update, and I'll do a video update, and sometimes it'll just be audio that, hey, this is what's happening today. You'll get that email, or you'll know to look here for information, because the email thing is not working. It is just not working. It is bananas. It is crazy because so many people don't check their emails or doing everything they can to make sure that spam doesn't get through, and frequently a lot of good stuff doesn't get through. Okay, another thing. Audiobooks. Due to the hacking, I'm going to say it again. Due to the hacking, I overestimated I didn't know how bad it was. The email thing, I was like, hey, get a new email account, send out, create a new distribution list. I thought that would be easy. It wasn't easy because people are confused. I have people who are unsubscribing from the distribution list, which says Hustler University on it, then emailing me that they're not getting information. At that point, I was like, this is broken. It's not going to work. We're not going to do it anymore. We're going to scrap it. There's only one email address that I'm going to respond to your queries from. And I'm getting ready to start deleting emails because I delete a lot of them. And that is updates at HMS 300. That's the only email that you need. And I'm going to just delete from other ones because my inbox has like 2,000 emails in it right now that I have not read. 2,000. There is no way that I can write books, audio books, produce videos, and answer those emails. And, a lot of those emails are from all kinds of sources. So, essentially, to be sure that you are getting this information, you have to come to this update. You have to look. It will be pushed out to you, but you'll have to look because the email thing is not working. Now, for those of you that the email thing is working for, I'm sorry. There's so many folks, it's just not working. And I know a lot of people don't like dealing with email. And it's creating a huge, huge, huge problem. So, this is the deal. Audiobooks delayed because of the hacking. Let's talk about the Skype sessions. There's a lot of people that like that and they love to come on, and the Facebook group. I reluctantly created a Facebook group. Didn't really want to because that stuff doesn't promote you doing. You gotta do the exercises. You gotta start. You gotta get busy. You got to fucking get busy because just sitting there asking me questions and like, well, about in this situation. No, you need to put your fucking ass to work. The course is designed for you to, if you do the things, and I feel like Michael Shanley when he was talking to me when I was working at Rental Crate, because I thought the man was being unduly harsh on me. The reality was he was trying to help me and I didn't understand it. We're at day 12. Hustler mindset. For some of you, you already have your businesses. This is kind of like, child's play. For others, it's challenging as fuck. And that's the design. I want to grow you. You have to do the exercises. I know people want to communicate with other folks in there. And on the Facebook group, you have to friend me so I can put you in the group. I'm going to leave the group up so people can communicate. But I'm going to leave it secret because people are putting information in there that other folks on Facebook do not need to see. And do the Facebook. You can't. The link I give you is not going to work because the group is secret. So that's my bad. Sorry about that. But I couldn't leave it open because people get this information, and that's another thing. If you're the person that is going to wait till the weekend to look at the exercises, you're going to be overwhelmed. You're going to be seriously overwhelmed. So with that, I'm extending Hustler University for another 60 days. I'm still going to put up information, but there are people who are not getting it. And let's talk about the Skype calls. I'm not going to do a Skype call until all of this information stuff is situated. Because what's going to happen is I'm going to do a Skype call. Then someone's like, hey, I couldn't get there. I didn't get the information. I'm going to get that. I don't want any more of those emails. So what I'm going to do is continue to put the exercises in Hustler U out. If you want to ask me a question, updates at HMS300.com. Then after we get all of this stuff handled with the information and the people are up to date and all this stuff is straight, then I'm going to start with the calls, because this is my thing, and this is what I believe to be very true. If you're doing exercises, if you're out there engaged, then you're going to have better questions to ask. I want questions that's like, well, I did this, and whoa. I mean, you're going to get better information because you're engaged. I want you to be successful. I want you to make money. Asking me a lot of questions without going out there and busting your ass and trying to make your business better is not going to help you. That's the whole deal. And another thing with the questions. Okay, there's different membership levels in the HMS. A lot of people like the Skypes because they can get that question and not pay for a consultation. I totally get that. You can email your question and not pay for a consultation. So email me any questions you have about the coursework. If you're saying, hey, I don't understand this, or this is not working for me, email me. Because what I'm getting ready to do is I've created a plan to systematically go through those 2,000 emails. Can't do it in one day and get everything done. So I'm just going to hit a few a day. But for those of you in Sparta, HMS updates at HMS 300, I'm going to handle those first. And I'll get to the other stuff later. I'm not doing any YouTube videos until I get all this stuff handled. I'm not doing these Skype calls. And then, the next audio book, How to Find Gold, is almost done. But since I'm spending so much time returning stuff, I can't get to it. And, I'm working 12, 16-hour days. And I'm like, okay, enough's enough. So I'm going to send this out, and I'm going to continue to do the email list. But understand, if you want to know what's going on with HMS, just click this link below. This is not under a paywall. This is not behind a paywall. Let's talk about the paywall. There are people that will there's some videos here on HMS that are not behind a paywall. And then you'll watch that video, then you go to the paywall, and people are like, hey, it says subscribe. I'm like, okay, there's another little button that says log in. It's kind of gray. You just log in and you'll be cool. And there's some of you that are having problems with the login issues because I've had to send, the instructions 2 or 3 times. Okay, this is how you make that better. Go ahead and download Chrome. Log in, just Chrome browser, and use it for nothing else, or download if Firefox will boot you out, but Chrome is better. And just use Chrome exclusively for Hustler Mindset. So every time you pull up the Chrome browser, you're already logged in. You don't have those issues because people are not keeping up with passwords, because I'll get that email and I'm having login problems. I'll go in, log in, have no problem, and like, what the fuck? Seriously. So download Chrome or some other browser, and that will be your exclusive Hustler Mindset browser. You're already logged in. Just click the thing, leave me logged in, and you don't have to worry about it. But that's the deal. And if you do get locked out, you can go into Hustler Mindset, hit the forgot password, and you can reset your password. You can do that. I'm getting a lot of information where people want me to reset their password. I'm like, and it's just too much time is devoted to simple stuff. Just to be blunt about it, just simple stuff. Because I understand, and I've talked to Vidcaster, because in my opinion, the login information needs to be cleaner. And I've sent them an email. It's like, look, this needs to be better. It needs to be more defined. But it is not rocket science. I understand it's a little confusing, but once you get the hang of it, you should be cool. And that's what's going on. So I'm doing this video. And so when I get an email, I can send this link to this video of what's going on, because today is April 9th. So the next book that's coming out sometime this month, because I was like really rolling, had stuff set up, then I got hacked, and it just completely messed up everything, because I've had to spend so much time handling this, dealing with emails and stuff, and I'm extremely frustrated because I should be somewhere else, information-wise with this versus dealing with this. But hey, you have to deal with it. And I've just realized I can't go on to the next thing. I've actually shut down the audio club. Actually, I think you can't even sign up for HMS. And like I said, I'm not doing anything else until I get all of this cleaned up, because it's ridiculous. And it's just goes to show you what happens when you are successful. People are going to come after you. Now, I have been attacked several times. Now, the good thing about this is, due to how this platform is layered, because it's not on one platform. If I had did the original Hustler Mindset plan, which was to put it all on like a WordPress blog, I would have been screwed. Been totally screwed. So it was worth paying the money that I'm paying to have this platform put up. But that's the deal. So from the top, you will have to come here if you don't get an email. This is where the daily, every time I put out information, and this is going to be the long one, because they're going to be 90 seconds tops. It's like, bam, this is what's happening today. It may just be an audio. It's like, this is what's happening, and there will be links under the video to take you where you need to go, because if you're not a subscriber, you can click on the link, but you'll get nowhere because you're not a subscriber. So I can do that and just kind of make this thing much better and efficient. So from the top, audiobooks are there. Next one is how to find gold at estate and garage sales. That's coming out this month. I'm dialing it back to one audiobook a month. So if you have the Hustler Mindset, Pimping Your Mind for Success, you're up to date. And then that other stuff will roll out. But just to be clear, no more Skype sessions or phone sessions or any of that stuff until all of this is done and updated and everyone's getting information. Because if I go ahead and start that, then I'm going to have to repeat myself, and that is inefficient. I figured this should be all solved in the next 2 weeks, because understand, Hustler U, the information is going up to Hustler U. It's there. You have to go to it. So, I had someone email me, I hadn't heard from a week, and I'm just like, really? And I had to do screenshots. I'm like, okay, here's the information. If you're not getting it, it's because it's going in your spam folder or you're ignoring it. And it says Hustler U. It's clear. So, I understand people block out a lot of stuff, but come on. This is getting a little old, because I'm hearing from the same people over and over again. So I'm like, I understand you feel that you want more attention, but I'm going to tell you something, and I may lose people with this one, and so be it. You are not going to be fucking successful if you can't figure out this shit. I know, I said it. If you can't figure this shit out, you are not going to be successful, because this ain't rocket science. It's a little challenging. Like I said, once again with Vidcaster, I talked to him, but this ain't rocket science. So, I appreciate you signing up, and it may not be for you. It may not be for you because I can't hold your hand at a certain level. If, hand holding, direct information, that's a consultation. I'm firm on that. You can ask questions about the coursework and stuff, and that's what I'm here for. But for me to talk to you for like 30 minutes to an hour, that's a consultation. And you get it at a discount rate. And there are plenty of people in HMS who've paid for it and are happy and have come back. So that's the deal. I'm not, just from a time standpoint, HMS was designed to disperse a lot of information to a lot of people at a reasonable price. But if you want more tailored, more hands-on, more, for your situation, where I talk to you, analyze your situation, that's a consultation. I'm not going to go get away from that because this is the deal. And the reason that I'm doing this video is I got an email from someone, and I started the clock on the timer on my iPhone. When I finished the email, it was 45 minutes for me to answer that one email. That's ineffective, and it's inefficient. 45 minutes to answer the email, and as I went through the email, there was a lot of stuff that wasn't that hard. And I'm just like, okay, we got to get away from this because I want you to understand what's about to happen. And I was going to put it in a video, but I'm going to actually put it in here. The second phase of HMS is going to be me doing the stuff that I'm telling you. I'm going to start a new corporation. I'm going to do the FBA. There's a lot of stuff that I'm going to do, screenshots, interviews, all this other stuff, but I can't get to that until I get this straight. That's the frustration thing because I want to get it started. I want to do this stuff, but I've learned from many years of being in business that you're just trying to leap over frog over something like this. It's going to come back and bite you in the ass. So I'm getting it straight before I move into that. Now understand, the Hustle U information is still going to go up. But once all this is done, because like I said, I'm extending Hustle University 60 days. So the next 30 days after the first 30, you'll see what I'm doing. I'll show you my incorporation process. I'll just break it down to the nuts and bolts. I'll show you the business license. I'll even take you to the apparel mart. There's so many things I want to do. But before we get to that, we've got to straighten this up. And I want you to ask yourself, because this is going to be very, very hard. It's going to be very hard. It's going to be challenging. And ask yourself, is this for you? Ask yourself this, because I get emails. It's like, hey, I paid you X amount of dollars. And I'm like, if you took the information that I gave you and applied it, you would have made thousands by now. So that is pretty much, hey, can you give me some extra? Can you do this? I don't respond well to that stuff. I really don't. My partner didn't respond well to that stuff. We gave people refunds and we said, get the fuck on. Because there are people from YouTube, the free stuff, who've built businesses. I have a client who built a 6-figure business from the YouTube videos. The information is good, but the information will not do you any good if you don't use it. It will not. You have to get your ass busy. All this questioning and hanging out and talking about stuff is not going to make you successful. I started another book, The Draft, because just to get it out of my head, on Sunday, 5,000 words in one day. Because I set my ass in this chair and I made it happen. Because, it's on the development map. Because I spent all last week answering emails. I was like, look, we need to get this started too. You have to get fucking busy. So ask yourself, is the Hustler Mindset Project for you? And it may not be, because there are people, this is not going to be, I'm going to say, go out and buy this item, or that to me is fucking small ass potatoes. It is fucking small ass potatoes. You'll never even get to a decent 5-figure business doing that shit without killing yourself. So that is the information update. That's the rant. That's what's about to happen. And that's pretty much ask yourself if you want to be part of HMS, because it's about to really change and I'm about to really take it up a level. And if you, this may not be for you because it's going to go hard, it's going to go fast. And the thing is, in Hustler University, you can watch the videos over and over and go at your own pace. Because that's what I decided. I'm going to put that stuff up there and you can go at your own pace. And the next phase, it's going to be like that. It's going to be rolling. Because I have to straighten this up so I have time to do that stuff. And that's one of the reasons this email thing has got to stop. There's too much time devoted on email answering simple questions that, because people want attention. And we'll say it again for the fourth time. HMS may not be for you. So if that's the deal, just go ahead, send me an email, like say, hey, Glendon, I'm out. And that's cool. I'm not going to cuss you out. I'm not going to say anything crazy about you on YouTube. Everything is not for everyone. But I want people to be successful. And if I can make a few hundred people successful this year versus thousands, so fucking be it. That's where I'm at. I want people to be successful. I want people to make money. I want people to be happy. And you're not going to get there asking a bunch of fucking questions when you're not doing the work. Seriously. You have to do the fucking coursework. You will get so much further ahead. I've got an email from a person who actually took action, did the thing, is up to date on the days, and this person's sitting on $6,000 worth of inventory that they got for free because they did the fucking coursework. $6,000. Their mind is blown. They've never had this kind of stuff, all because they actually did the hard work of opening their mouth and saying, hey, I'm doing this thing for Hustler University. This is course I take. Would you give me stuff that you don't want out your house? And they have $6,000 worth of inventory they got for free. Do the fucking work. If you're offended, good. If you're pissed, great. Take that energy and make some fucking money today. All right, this is Glendon, and I'll see you on the good side.